say, why no jumper never showed this side of 4 Extra, only the parts that make him look like an animal. So, and he reposted it. So this is posted by another account.
No, and there's no video, right?
Oh,
yeah, you feel me? Nah, okay.
I was about to say off the bat.
Yeah, nah. So so
off the bat.
I guess my question is, do no jumper portray 4 Extra as an animal? Lush is on you, man.
He has to say no because I'll say that the taking him to the zoo was probably not the best optics. If you want to like,
what's crazy too? I forgot about that.
Sea World. I didn't even bring him to my mind.
You know me, like that right there.
Was he over there with like Blanco like that?
No, bro.
Blanco was there, right?
Yeah. But he was there though with the handlers though.
Wait, nah, who the handlers?
Wait, you guys are saying
Capital Ross and oh my God!
You see Blanco's face
and Gunner.
Capital Ross, Gunner, Steven was there filming.
Steven don't count though, because he was just
Lupe was there.
Look, I think that obviously the content of 4 Extra that becomes sensationalized and goes viral.
Lush, you got like 20,000 words, and they justify it.
I think that I can see why people have that perception.
Oh, you can see why they have to.
Yeah, I don't think No Jumper is intentionally being like, oh, this guy's a quote unquote animal. I think the clips of him that do the most numbers, like, is him talking about fighting. And
how about the questions that's asked?
I mean, like, what do you think they're gonna ask him about his thoughts on Gaza? Well, actually, we're going to talk about lofty political. I'm not saying he's incapable of it.
You see how they think?
I mean, you basically are assuming that he's not capable of doing it.
That's basic.
Yeah. You think 4 Extra is saying free Palestine?
I think that if he was broke down the situation, he would be able to give like a new.
He'll say free Palestine.
Yeah. However,
well, like that's his point though. Is he saying, hold on, like, and he says no jumper portrays me as an animal, which I'll be real, bruh. I don't feel like no jumper needs to portray these as animals, because I feel like for the most part want to portray, not just with him, but with like almost all the gangbangers that I see up here, they want to portray the super uber machismo masculinity.
What's up with y'all? It's Coffee on the vid, back with some updates. And what do y'all think of that clip there, man? 4 Extra, this man was a viral sensation on No Jumper, and everyone knows, right? He had that mishap on the 4th of July, blew his hand off, and seemingly fell out with the platform because he wants $50K for the sit down, tell his story, what happened, you know what I mean? And Adam22 was like, hey, best of luck to you. Go pursue the bag chase. Get a bidding war going or whatever. Cam Capone, Vlad, whoever's gonna pay you, you ain't getting it over here. And y'all see what went down. He reposted, someone on the gram, on his gram, posted about No Jumper portrays 4 Extra as an animal. And I didn't know that they took him to the zoo. When Lush was saying that, I didn't know. I don't be staying up on all the drama and flunkery that No Jumper is up to all the time. They do just most off the wall ish or whatever. But comment your thoughts about that vlog. I think it was him, Trap Lord Ross. Y'all heard there was a few other individuals there. But Lush One was talking about it's unintentional. That's not what it is. But that's the virality way. That's when he goes viral. And a lot of people with this internet-ish, right? They want to go viral. They do some old bull-ish, off-the-wall bull-ish. And I'm not saying that's exactly what 4 Extra did, but that's the most viral clips is him talking about scrapping, county jail fades, peanut butter in the butt, pause, carrots in people's butt, pause. That's an ex-offender-ish, man. Wicketry, if you ask me. But that post was just saying, why don't they show the other side of 4 Extra? He's more than just this gangbanger who ran a lot of fades in the county. And this is what I don't understand with a lot of individuals that go on No Jumper. And I don't know if 4 Extra has been doing this, or not. For those that been paying attention, tap in, comment. Let me know, as always, your thoughts on everything we talk about over here. Don't forget to sub up, hit the like for me, all that. But more importantly, the comments, coffee talk it up with me. Like, if you're going viral, you're getting on No Jumper or a platform like that that's doing numbers, you gotta build your own platform. And again, I don't know if he has or not, but a lot of these cats, I don't think they realize they can run the numbers up on their own side. And a lot of people that work at No Jumper, I think it's a different story if you work there. We saw that when the whole Figmunity world community and back on Fig, you know, Trell, AD, all them individuals left. Adam was mad, almost like he wanted on a contractual level a piece of the action of them talking about No Jumper related content, or he was just hating, really, if you ask me, because they were doing numbers, they were doing their own thing. So I don't know, but if that's the way Adam rocks now, if someone is working there, like, yo, we have to work out a percentage off the top of what you're getting. He got to get his piece, his percentage. I don't know if they ever did that or whatever, but 4Extra, I don't think was ever considered a No Jumper employee. He was just a guest frequenting the platform. And it's like, yo, a lot of these dudes, they could do their own numbers doing their own thing, you know what I mean? But I don't know, will he get that 50 bands? I'm thinking probably not. But what do y'all think about this whole discussion? Adam's been throwing jabs at him about the hand thing anytime it's brought up. But what do y'all think as far for that question? Like Lush1 was saying, he doesn't believe No Jumper tries to do that to portray him as an animal, but it unintentionally goes that way because of the clips. And Poetic Flacco is just like, nah, man, all these gangbangers, they just want to be all machismo and masculine, man. Flacco be on that weird shit. He's always talking about masculinity, and he wants to get a tummy tuck, and how tall is everyone, obsessed with everyone's height and weight and ish, man. Like, I don't know, man. There's some rainbow vibes coming from Flacco's way like a motherfucker, man. But as I stated, man, anyone who's doing numbers on any of these platforms, build their own channel, their own brand up as well. And you can also tap in on other subjects as well. How he was saying, you know, reposting that like, oh, that's all No Jumper wants to, you know, show is the fades and the off the back and all that. When you do your own platform, you can do whatever, you know what I'm saying? However you want it. So tap in on that one. Adam's just, y'all know, Adam will exploit someone. If you, period, we know this. His own wife. He'll fake a gay picture or whatever for fun or whatever, for virality purposes. So, you know what I mean? But comment your thoughts about all that. And then also, real quick, I just wanted to talk about this lawsuit, man, that is, all hell is breaking loose in regards to No Jumper with Jay Reed, the individual with loose cannon. And it's crazy to me that was recorded. We've seen Wack100 tripping on Lush since then, loose cannons calling in. And at the end of the day, I think Adam's going to end up settling. You know, let me know what you think about the lawsuit, if you think he'll settle, what you think's gonna happen, and are you with me as well, where you're shocked that it took this long for the lawsuit to come forth? You know what I mean? But that guy, it got exposed. The Jay Reed dude is an ex-offender weirdo, so fuck him as well. But yeah, man, a lot of drama going on behind that. Wag's talking about, you know, oh, I was there for this business deal. He's dissing Travis Ford, calling him a scammer, this Dodge deal. There's just all kinds of discussions going on about it right now. But I personally think in the end, Adam22 is going to try to cut Jay Reed a check and settle. You know, it kind of reminds me a bit of the 40Glocc game lawsuit, which, if y'all recall, right, 40Glocc fucked up big time in the end. The blogs were running with that. He only got about 3K. He got more than that. but nothing like he was supposed to get. You know what I mean? If you're gonna go that route, like the game beat 40Glocc. The game does a lot of sucker shit, but at the end of the day, right? The game beat 40Glocc at his own game. 40Glocc's running up on all these rappers, trying to catch him lacking, making them look bad. And this is LA, you know what I mean? I'm Big Bad 4-0, and he had been going at it with Game for the longest time. Billy Joel voice, and Game was like, okay, we got him at this party. Let's pack him out, edit the tape up, make him look super soft. And 40 was like, okay. 40Glocc was supposed to be rich off this internet shit with the whole going viral in the hood and, you know, the YouTube thing. Like 40Glocc was kind of the originator in that in many ways, and it got him nowhere. I'm not really trying to diss the man, you know what I mean? There's reports too that 40Glocc is an offender. I don't know, he got caught on that pimping charge and he had to serve time. I think it was in Minnesota. He swears up and down that's not what it was, that he was just traveling with some shorty and the police were on some weird shit. But at the end of the day, he was convicted of the crime. He said they were trying to make him register. I don't know if he ever did or not, but the day, comment your thoughts about all that. He did get more than 3K though. Doc Hicks had the exclusive interview with him. I think he got a couple hundred thou before whatever brand he had, you know what I'm saying? Internet wise, that killed his momentum and ended it all when the Game did that. And, you know, it's just like I said, Game hit him with a dose of his own medicine and he took the L that pretty much ended his career. But what I wanted to get at about the Jay Reed situation, where 40Glocc fucked up in such a major way during that lawsuit, was you gotta sue or whatever and go about your business. You can't get online and blog about it and talk about it. Jay Reed put out his little statement that he feels he should be paid. It was an entertainment video that was put out to the world, so actors or people that were in the video should get paid. He should leave it at that. And No Jumper should really stop talking about it as well. We already know the feds is listening. You know what I'm saying? This is a civil situation, which DJ Academics was pointing out is much easier. It's not criminal. You know what I mean? Like, we know OJ beat the murder case, right? But lost the wrongful death suit. And then he had to move to Florida, homestead state, trying to protect his assets. I always tell y'all about Wack100 cooking the books for the Game to hide all the money from Priscilla Rainey. I wonder if he'll try to push up on Adam22, pause, in a way like that. Like, yo, do what me and JC been doing. If there is a lawsuit and there is a big judgment, like, put it in my name. I don't think Adam would ever do that, man. You know what I mean? But it's a crazy situation, but you can't blog on it, and no one should be. And that's what 40Glocc did the whole time that suit was going on. He kept dissing the Game online, and then he tried to say someone hacked his social network and all that. And when it was going to court, the lawyers are like, Your Honor, we're engaged in this lawsuit. He's trolling this man and dissing him and talking about his family and all this ish. And the role that 40Glocc was trying to play in court, I'm battered and beat down and a broken man. And Wack100 is always telling him that there's a transcript from the lawsuit, from 40Glocc's testimony, where he was saying he can't handle his business no more with women. Pause. He can't get a hard on no more. Pause. Because of the trauma and PTSD from that incident. Wack always says it and always threatens to release the transcript whenever he got into it with 40Glocc. And 40Glocc never denied it. I don't know. He was always trying to be like, man, that was slip and fall money. But if you're going to go through with the lawsuit, you sue, you shut your mouth, and you don't be blogging about it. All that shit that 40Glocc was doing killed the credibility of the lawsuit, and he didn't cash out the way in which he was supposed to. But at the end of the day, man, with this No Jumper lawsuit, a lot going on right now. What do y'all think about it all? That 40Glocc Game lawsuit, what I was talking about, the blogging and, you know what I mean, keeping things off the net. Hit the comments with your thoughts on all that. And then the last little subject I wanted to tap in on before closing this out is about Diddy you know what I mean, trying to get this Trump pardon. And at the end of the day, I think when it comes to it, again, sentencing is October 3rd. The motion for the $50 million bail was denied. So he's still going to be locked up, which I'm surprised. I thought maybe possibly they'd be able to get him out. But at the end of the day, he has heavy grounds for appeal because of the attorneys talking about the outdated racist Mann Act law, which is involved in this case. It's a law that was used in a very racist, white supremacist way. If y'all want to know more about the Mann Act, let me know in the comments. I'll hit you with a link to a video I did about it, about this video, Jack Johnson. You know, it was a law written up that was supposed to protect women from being forced into slavery, sexual slavery, forced prostitution. They called it white slavery, but really the law was used to punish black men in interracial relationships with white women. It was a outdated, racist, fucked up law. That in his swinger lifestyle, there's heavy grounds for appeal. He beat the tougher charges, like he might walk away at the end of the day, but they were trying to get all the way around that with the pardon. But they denied the bail motion, and the attorney are saying, like, hey, we asked about the pardon, right? We seen Trump come out and say, first they were playing the old clip where he was talking about he'd look into it. But then he said, nah, man, it's more complicated than that. There was a lot of people thinking on a conspiratorial way, too, that Trump would do it because there could be some connections between the Epstein files in the Diddy case. Let me know if y'all think that's what it is or not. But this is quotes from Diddy's attorney saying, it's my understanding that we've reached out and had conversations in reference to a pardon. Her comments, the attorney, came a day after U.S. District Judge Ann Subramanian denied Combs' bid to be released from prison as he awaits to be sentencing in October. Again, that was the $50 million bail motion shot down. You know, trial's over with. They were saying witness tampering was why they had him locked up, but I don't know. Even with the trial over, they're like, nah, man, you ain't going nowhere. But like I said, the appeal situation is going to be crazy with this. I really think in the end, Diddy could end up walking away, beating everything once the appeal process plays out. But October 3rd, everyone comment what you think he's going to get hit with sentencing wise. But, you know, Trump, as we stated, originally said he would look into the facts. Obviously, he had been watching closely, but obviously he's mad. Diddy said a lot of shit about him, you know, on the political side of things. And, you know, here we are now. Diddy's legal team is like, hey, we're still trying, but the motion was shot down. So there you have it. The update with the Diddy case. Comment what you think about sentencing, the appeal process, the conspiratorial stuff, the pardon, if you think it still may possibly happen, the no jumper lawsuit, and everything else going on with this 4Extra situation. Are they disrespecting him? Do they portray him as an animal? Let's discuss it all in the comments. Subscribe to the channel. And thanks for watching. Y'all is Coffee. I'll get with y'all on the next one. Peace.